My name is Rob Best. I'm the quarterback coach at the University at Buffalo. And today we're going to talk to you about some fundamental receiving drills, but a little bit about my background. Started coaching in junior high and the high school level in Dallas, Texas, and then moved on to the collegiate level at North Texas, and then spent 14 years as the offensive coordinator at Appalachian State, coaching the quarterbacks, but oftentimes had to take over the receiver duties just because of our structure at the 1AA level. And I'm a former receiver at Texas Tech University, as you can see, probably a long time ago. But having said that, what we'd like to do is present some basic fundamental receiving drills and some fundamental techniques in the position, and we'll move forward to those right now. First, we'll begin with the stance, and there are a lot of approaches to the stance. The one that we use and that I think is widely used at the collegiate level is where the receiver is aligned in a wide receiver position. The ball will be to our inside, so he will have his inside foot forward, giving him a good solid base. He'll have his hands up in the ready position and his eyes inside looking at the line of scrimmage, and so he can see ball movement and his release. So that's the basic stance. Inside foot forward, knees slightly bent, head up looking inside with the hands in position but relaxed and ready to go. We'll move to a release drill, and you can do it with pairs, and there's several types of releases. The two that we'll deal with will be the rip arm and the swim. So if we'll come back, and then it's a partner drill. You get in position in your regular receiver stance. Your partner comes in and plays the role of the defensive back. Now the key here is the defender or the receiver wants to attack half of the defender's body. So we're going to use foot fire, and then depending on our release, in this case we'll do an inside release, we'll attack half of the inside defender and we'll rip with our inside arm. And this is called a rip arm release. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. And just on command, just when you're ready. Go. Right there, good. You can see that with his position, hands in position, he attacked the inside defender, got his hands out of the way, and it's called rip arm because he ripped his arm underneath. And we'll look at that one more time. This is a rip arm release using foot fire and hand movement with the rip arm with the outside arm. Go. Right there. And you can see that releases him from the defender. The next one that we talked about, we'll use the swim technique or the swim arm. We can use this in an outside release. Our stance is the same, our hands in the position. This time though, we'll attack the outside half of the defender. We'll use our hands again, and then we'll swim over the top, therefore calling it a swim release. So this is a swim arm release. Go. Okay, excellent. Do that one more time. You can see he uses quick feet, or what we call foot fire, to get the defensive back to hold position, gets his hands off of him, and then swims over him. One more time, swim, arm release. Go. Okay, good. We've talked about stance, and we just talked briefly about releases. Now, as you know, in catching the football, it's all done with the hands and fingertips, so we want to do different drills. These are very fundamental, very basic. As you see, we can give the player something that he can do in the locker room on his own. So we're going to just present 3 or 4, 5 just individual quick drills that they can do. First one is real simple. I use it in a reward drill, sometimes catching the ball. If they don't successfully execute the catching, they get down and give me 5 fingertip push-ups. So we'll have these two guys jump down, and by fingertip push-ups, we want push-ups where they're up on their fingertips, again trying to create strong hands. So boy, let's demonstrate 5 fingertip push-ups. The key here is being up on the fingertips, and here we go. We'll just go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's good. You can see a regimen of that is obviously going to build up the strength of the fingers. This next drill is a real simple drill that a player can do sitting around, either at home in the locker room before practice, standing and listening. We just call it the flip drill. And basically it's an attempt to control the ball with your fingertips and then catch the football. And this is what we call the flip drill. He's just flipping it forward and back. And you can do it with both hands and create great finger strength, great concentration, and great control of the ball. The next drill is again a simple drill. It's called ball dribble, and all we're doing is going to release the ball. This spreads the fingers and creates a strong grip. If you have receivers with smaller hands, they can place their opposite hand underneath the ball in case they don't grip the ball. This is ball grip. Okay. Do 4, 5, 10 catches with the right hand, then switch to your left hand. And as a receiver, you want to do drills with both hands, because oftentimes you end up catching the ball with one or the other. Preference is always two hands, but some situations necessitate a one-handed catch, so you want to have equal strength in both hands. The next drill is the figure 8 drill. Again, for you basketball coaches out there, people have been associated, it's one that's been associated with that sport a long time. I think it's excellent for building the grip, for quickness, ball control, and we just call it figure 8. I generally let the players progress for a period of time, and then I say reverse, and then they reverse the direction that they've gone to, so they get it both directions. And that's the figure 8 drill. Tug of war drill is a little bit of a competitive drill, and what we do, we place the ball as a coach between the two receivers and let them grab the ball with one hand, no, just one hand, get the best grip that they can get, creating a little bit of competition, try to hopefully it's an equal grip, and then when you release it, they try to take it away from each other. Okay, and that can be done again, creating competition, and do it right-handed, left-handed, creating equal strength in both hands. We're going to do a series of cone drills, and all these are to emphasize footwork and working on making route cuts. And the first one, we call it 4 square. And we just get a set of cones, 4 cones, create a square, and the receivers make a square cutting with their outside foot. What we want to emphasize here is planting the outside foot and making a sharp cut. So this is 4 square. Go. Good. So this is good for sharp cuts, planting that outside foot. This one we call the end drill, and this way it creates different cuts for the receiver, and what he's creating is the letter M with the 4 cones. Go. Okay. And you can see at the top of the end it creates the illusion of coming back to the football, and that's what this drill is really good for, in making those cuts where the receiver has to accelerate back to the football. The next cone drill will be the zigzag drill, again trying to create different angles and different patterns for the receiver, and emphasizing continually the same thing: body weight over the knees, sharp cuts, and this is the zigzag drill. Go. You can see the good arm action and the body weight over the knees and the sharp cut and the acceleration out of the drill. Okay. This is a mini zigzag, and it's just a shorter version where all your movements and your cuts happen quicker. And so this is the mini zigzag. Go. Hands up, hands up. Okay. Mini zigzag, again emphasizing sharp cuts, quick cuts, happening at quicker intervals than the larger zigzag.